Got here this morning, and John and Big Rich, I just helped them do the heads over there, but they got everything separated. Everything on the couch over there they're going to keep. Going through, what are those called? They're not power heads, they're movers? Water movers. Wave makers. So he's going through that stuff and separate them. Keep he wants 8 of them, I think, 4 matching ones for 2 of them, and then the rest they're going to give away. So that's what he's been doing this morning. And then you said Greg Woodstock's kids are coming by? Oh, that'll be interesting. All right. Hey everybody, Reaper here along with John, and we are headed to Cuyahoga Falls. I don't know if you guys remember, about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, Nate and I, we did a rescue with Scott in Cuyahoga Falls for the 7 koi and 2 fancy goldfish. And he was the paratrooper, the ex-paratrooper, and he wasn't sure what he was going to do with the pond, if he was going to restock it with goldfish or, you know, put maybe some more baby koi in. He just wasn't sure. He just had a hip or a knee replacement. You know, he's getting up there in age, and that's why he gave us the fish. They were getting too big, and you saw they were beauties. So he called Big Rich the other day and said, yeah, I'm not going to do anything. So he's got that 55 drum container filter, you know.
Oh, it's biomedia.
The biomedia, right. Basically, it's the same kind of filter that Big Rich built, along with a preformed pond, a waterfall, some filters, things like that, some hoses, things like that. So we're heading down there now, and we'll go pick up those supplies and take it back to OFR. John and I made it to Scott's house. We'll get out and get these filters, barrels, pond, and waterfall, and everything else loaded up and get ourselves back to OFR. But not before we get something to eat.
What? Where's Big Rich at?
You know who Greg Woodstock is? He's the one who actually came out and installed his pond for him, and he's like a real big guy, and he does all this. His kid was at a wedding right around the corner, and there's 5 or 6 of them all at OFR getting a tour. So this is John Scott.
Nice to meet you, man.
Alrighty.
Hey, before we get started, let me show you the pond.
Oh, okay.
Since you cleaned that out.
Yeah, the fish are doing awesome.
I got to see the video.
Did you? Good.
Yeah. I told Rich on the phone that real pretty orange goldfish and the big fat albino one with one red eye.
Right.
Those 2 are a pair. I said if you want to keep those together, because those have produced a couple times.
Oh, okay.
In years, but so I told him that, but he said he couldn't find a white one.
Oh.
Yeah.
But wow, guys.
There's about 2 tons of rock in there, and I got 5 yards of dirt.
Well, what a difference from the last time we were here. There was a pond here, dude. I swear. Well, we got it on video. But wow, how long did that take you?
A couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rock was breaking my back.
I'll bet. Oh wow.
Looks great.
He had a really nice with the waterfall going and everything. That's where we got the 7 big koi and those 2 fancy goldfish.
So here,
Drum first.
so 125 pound or 125 gallon.
That's it.
There's some hoses. This is a 30 gallon that I put together.
Okay.
It works fantastic. I made these things for the separations for filters and anything else you want to do in there. Of course, this is the from the pump side, and then this is the exit side.
The exit side.
I mean, you could clean. It'll still work, but you could clean this up, put more silicone in
Right.
or whatever. When that pressure gets built up, I use this the insulation off of pipes. I tear a little piece off and stick in there because the pressure will actually cause water to leak out of there. But that was a food grade
Container.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there's no concern about chemicals or anything like that.
Right.
Waterfall, The pond aerator is almost brand new. The UV clarifier is almost brand new. And them filters need a little bit more cleaned up.
Right.
Waterfall's still good.
Yeah.
Now on the filters, this filter box, this is my oldest pump. This thing's probably got to be close to 20 years old. And every once in a while when I clean it up, you got to smack it a little bit.
We do the same.
This portion broke, so I had to rig something up here. But when I clean it up and then put it back together and stuff, sometimes you got to plug it in to make sure it works. And if it don't, smack it a few times and it'll start taking off again.
Yep, we've done that.
There's another little spillway one. This is 1,100 gallons per hour pump. That works fantastic.
I remember that one.
And this is a 22. Yeah. And that's almost brand new too. That was bought.
That's the one we ended up finally getting to fill up our tank. Otherwise, we were going to be here forever.
A bunch of fittings and stuff, and there's some pond plant baskets down in there. There's a couple of those.
Oh,
floaters.
okay, I see them. Yeah.
And there's an extra UV light. Now, if you guys want to use this somewhere, you got to be careful. One of these cracked, and I glued it a couple times, but I had a tendency to over tighten it. That's why it finally cracked. But this thing still works. The bulb's in there and everything. And of course, like I said, that one's almost brand new.
All right, yeah, let's get that in. Then what we'll do is we'll put this in and we'll put everything inside of that. Okay, so that's what we'll do. All right, so we got the 30-gallon filter in there. We got the waterfall and a couple things. Now we'll go ahead and get this over there and we'll stick everything in it. Can you get that by yourself then?
You know, it got to a point where they were so big that I couldn't bring them in the house.
Right.
So 6 years ago, I dug that pond out back, and they, you know, they have no problem wintering over. Never had a problem with them and stuff.
No.
Kind of miss them, but I know they got a good home.
That they do. Yeah. And hey,
I think I saw the big white one smile when they put him in the pond.
Yeah, they're some of the biggest ones, and anytime you feel like it, all you got to do is call Rich and come on out to see them.
Yeah, I've been meaning to.
Yep.
I actually thought I was going to meet Big Rich.
Oh, you didn't come for the rescue?
Well, he said, no, he came.
Come back with us. It's only a 40-minute drive. He's there with Greg Woodstock's kids.
That's what I'm saying. Just anytime you want, just
call sometime.
Right, just come on out.
I want to see everything. Because see, again, 2-3 years ago, Tracy came. Because I had, you know, of course, again, you buy the fish and you don't know. So I bought, you know, South American Placosibus. You know, Tracy picked them up 2 or 3 years ago. I forget how long it's gone. So they were probably about this big, 3 of them. And then I had some iridescent sharks. And those things were probably this big when she got them.
I'd still have some of those.
So I'd take them from my biggest tank that I had downstairs and I put them in the pond. Man, that thing just took off. It started growing.
Oh yeah.
And then so that fall, I called them and I said, I can't take them in the house anymore. They're way too big.
Yeah, those were huge.
All right, well, let's get back to OFR. And Rich, you're disappointing your fans. You were supposed to be here. This is the second time you were supposed to be here, buddy.
I wore the wig.
I'll check it out on the video.
All right. Well, we appreciate it, Scott. Appreciate everything. Thank you very much. You have a good day.
All
right. And Sean just took everything out. It wasn't much, like I said. Well, there is, but all goes in nice and neat. We'll go get Big Rich, see what he wants to do with it. Right. Go ahead and get the car put up in front again. Hey everybody, hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, I need just a hair more water, not much, Rich. But hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, that was Scott. We did a video just a week or so ago. It's on the channel. Awesome Koi Rescue it was. And you can go back and look at that and see how really neat that pond was. I can't believe he filled it in so quickly, as quick as he did, but he did, that's for sure. So he went ahead and, believe it or not, he never heard of Greg Woodstock or any of that, but yet I didn't realize it, but when we brought back the pumps and that like clarifier for the pond and the other box. I forget what it was, but both of them were from Aquascape. So he didn't know maybe about Greg, but he knew about his company because those were both from him. So there's some other videos coming up. I was there, I was doing some filming, but of course I can't say what they are because they're doing videos on that as well. But there was some things going on at OFR. Again, yeah, Greg Woodstock's son stopped by. I guess he was at a wedding in the area with some of his buddies. There was like 6 of them or so, maybe 8 of them. I don't know. I took some pictures with Big Rich and the boys. But yeah, I guess they did a tour. I was busy doing other things, and me and John, we had to take off and go see Scott and pick up all his supplies. But Big Rich gave him a tour, and I'm sure there's a video on that probably as well. But it sounds like they had a really good time. We got Aquascape coming up next weekend here, so I believe we're going to be doing some live casting from that. And they're having like a Halloween thing and all that. And I don't know, man, I do have a costume that me and my mom did over 20 years ago. I did it before I met Dawn. Of course, it's a Reaper costume because I'm the Reaper. And me and my mom, actually, I went out to Joanne Fabrics. It was a sewing place like, because my mom was into sewing. I know a little bit about it and patterns and so forth. I picked one out. I brought her home. We pretty much did that, and then I had some modifications I wanted done a certain way, and she helped me do all that, and I've won many contests with it. I'm not out to do any contests or anything. The particular face I had that I used to wear is a glue-on face. It was really awesome. I'm going to try something a little different this year if I decide to do it. If I do, you guys will see the pictures from my Coachella and, you know, when we do all that. But in the meantime, we're close to 11,000. We're getting up there. We can always use some more subscriptions, share, hit that like button. You guys stay fishing, my friends, and we'll make more videos and go deeper with the Reaper.